Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to demystify the world of global trade. We'll be breaking down all the essential paperwork you need to import and export goods in India.
So, have you ever thought about trading with the world? I mean, really thought about how goods actually get from one country to another? Let's make this real. Imagine you want to start a business importing these beautiful handcrafted leather bags from Italy to sell right here in India. Sounds amazing, right? But how do you get those bags from a workshop in Florence all the way to a storefront in Mumbai?
You know, the secret isn't just about ships or planes, it's really about a paper trail. This explainer is going to be your roadmap. We'll walk you through all the essential documents that make global trade like this possible, one step at a time.
All right, first things first. Before you can even think about ordering a single bag, you need a key. And I mean, this key unlocks the entire world of international commerce and proves you're a legitimate player in the game.
And that key, it's called the Import-Export Code, or IEC for short. Think of it just like your business's passport. It's this unique 10-digit number from the Directorate General of Foreign Trade, or DGFT, and it is, without a doubt, the very first and most crucial document you're going to need.
And look, the IEC is so essential. This isn't just some piece of bureaucratic red tape, you know? Customs officials, they need it to clear your goods. Your bank, they need it to process your international payments. Basically, without an IEC, your dream of a global business is kind of stuck at the local level.
Okay, you've got your shiny new IEC in hand. You are officially ready to do business. Now the fun part starts, finding that perfect Italian supplier and striking a deal for those leather bags.
Now, out of all these steps, there's one that's super important, especially when you're building trust with someone halfway across the world. And that's the letter of credit. It's basically a document from your bank that tells the supplier in Italy, hey, don't worry, ship the goods, we guarantee you're going to get paid. It just takes all the risk away for them and gives them the confidence to get started.
So your order is in, the payment is guaranteed, and those gorgeous leather bags are all packed up and ready for their big trip from Italy to India. This is where the next batch of super important documents comes into play.
Okay, so the most important travel buddy for your goods is something called the bill of lading. Seriously, think of it as the product's passport, its ticket, and its receipt, all rolled into one really powerful legal document. It's issued by the shipping company, and it proves that you own the cargo.
And this table just lays it out so clearly. To get the bags out of Italy, your supplier needs a shipping bill. Then, to get them into India, you need a bill of entry. It's that simple. The shipping bill is the exit permit, and the bill of entry is the entry visa for your goods. Perfect analogy.
Let's zoom in on that exit permit for a second. Before your supplier in Italy can even think about loading that container, they have to file this shipping bill with their local customs. It's literally their formal request for permission to export. No approval, no trip. Those bags are staying right there in Florence.
Now here's a really cool little detail. In India, shipping bills are actually color-coded. How smart is that? This simple visual system tells customs officials exactly what they're dealing with at a single glance. So a yellow form means there's an export tax, while a white one means it's duty-free. It's just a clever way to speed up a really complex process.
Okay, great news. Your container full of Italian leather bags has just arrived at an Indian port. They're so close. But before you can get your hands on them, there is one final, really important hurdle: customs clearance.
And this is where you, the importer, come back into the picture. You have to file what's called a bill of entry. This is your formal declaration to Indian customs. You're telling them everything about the bags you're bringing in, what they are, how many, what they're worth. It's your official application to bring those goods into the country.
Now listen up, because this is important. No matter what you're importing, India's Foreign Trade Act is crystal clear. There are just three documents that are the absolute non-negotiable must-haves for every single import clearance. Let's take a look at what they are.
Right, so here they are, the mandatory trio. You've got the bill of lading, that's your proof of ownership, the commercial invoice, that's the bill, and the bill of entry, that's your import application. This trio is the bedrock of your customs declaration. But, and this is a big but, for some products, these three are not going to be enough.
Yeah, the rules really change depending on what you're bringing in. For our leather bags, this trio might be all we need. But let's say you were importing Italian cheese instead of bags. Well, then you would absolutely need extra clearance from the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, the FSSAI.
And the list of potential extra documents can get pretty long. The World Bank points out a few others you might run into. Things like an inspection report to verify quality, maybe a product manual for complicated machinery, or a cargo release order.
It's all about giving the authorities deeper proof that the product is safe, high quality, and handled correctly.
Whew. Okay, so after that whirlwind tour through the world of global trade paperwork, what's the big takeaway? What do you absolutely need to remember? Let's boil it all down to a simple checklist.
So here it is, your must-have checklist. First, your license to trade, that's the IEC. Then, the documents that seal the deal, like the letter of credit. After that, you've got the papers for the product's actual journey, especially the bill of lading. And finally, the border crossing documents, the shipping bill to get out and the bill of entry to get in. Honestly, just understanding what each of these does and when you need it, that's the secret to turning a local idea into a global reality.
You know, the whole process might seem a little intimidating, but it's really just that, a process. A series of logical steps. Now that you have the roadmap to navigate the paper trail, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What new product? What new market are you going to go out and discover?